carve it. So you should have the dry floral foam. And with the dry floral foam, you need your glue. The first thing that you're going to do by Wednesday is you're going to glue your foam blocks together. Your foam blocks should be larger than these. These are smaller foam blocks. Glue is clogged. The size of the foam box is located in the material sheet for the class and also for this project located in last week's module. So when you're gluing your foam blocks together, you can take some glue and you want a thin layer of glue over the area. And you want to spread it out evenly. So you're going to take your glue and you're just going to spread out a thin layer over the whole area for each of your 3 blocks. If you want to glue them together in a specific way, go ahead. A specific way that matches your form. Or you can just glue them together and carve your form out from just stacking them or keeping them long ways. But be economical with your foam in making it fit the form that you are trying to achieve. Great. Now, one thing that does happen with the glued area is it will carve slightly differently from the rest of the foam because the glue will harden. And so in the seams, it'll be a little bit more difficult to carve. However, what you can do is you can take your X-Acto knife and cut through the glue, and that will make it cleaner. So once you have one side glued, I think that'll be enough. You can take your foam and you can do both sides if you want to. Might be good. You want to kind of push and wiggle them together. So that way you are connecting that foam together. If you have any that comes out the sides, you can just wipe it, clean that up. And this is an area that's already been glued and the sides have been wiped. After you have it glued, it'll take about 24 hours to dry. And so don't carve it until after the glue has dried. Okay. Once you have your glue dry, we're going to start similarly to our soap carving. This is a small soap. Your soap is going to be quite large. We're going to start very similar to the soap carving. You're going to kind of sketch out and draw on your piece. The foam is very easy to carve. You can use a butter knife. One thing that I want you to focus on in the carving is to have no flat sides. So a lot of people, what they do, they'll take their foam and they will just cut the outline out and leave the front flat. No. right? They'll cut the sides and they'll be like, oh, okay, that looks good. But when you look at it from this angle, these two sides are completely flat. That is not okay. You need to carve every side, no flat sides except for the bottom. So then from here, you can start to turn it and you're gonna have to start carving in and changing the depth of the front and the back. Okay? Now you can see the glue is a little bit harder to carve, but if you scrape it with a sharp X-Acto, it'll come off. You'll be able to cut through it. So now you can see a little bit better how this side is not flat, right? I'm changing it, changing the depth here so that it's not just flat. Now I need to go back and then unflatten this side and carve in on this side as well. Okay, so make sure that you're looking at it from all angles. A few of you did have some soap with flat sides, and I will point that out when I look at them and let you know, hey, you have a flat side. Don't do this when it comes to foam because we need to have everything carved. So now when we look at it from this side, it's adjusted depth here and it's adjusted depth on these sides almost as well. Okay, so make sure you're carving in the round, no flat sides, and be aware that you're carving all the area. Okay. All right, yours is gonna be much larger than this. Okay. It's quite messy. So I would do it over a garbage bag. The foam little particles will get all over you. So don't touch your eyes as you are working because you don't want to get the foam in your eyes. Okay. If you want, you can wear gloves while working on it. That might also help you. But overall, should be okay. So once you get it all carved, then what you're going to do is you can take more glue and you can seal it. You can take some of the glue and a paintbrush and you're going to spread, that glue is kind of hard. You're going to spread a layer all over the surface when you're done carving. There we go. I don't think I have a paintbrush with me, so I'm just going to use my fingers or I'll go back to the knife. You're going to put a thin layer, better with the paintbrush, but you're going to put a thin layer of glue all over your piece once you are done carving. And this will seal it and harden the surface so that way it's not so easily carved or dented. The other thing that you can do with this foam, because it's so soft before you glue it, you can almost sand it just with your fingerprint on your finger. And you can take off material just from your finger and smoothing it out. It's very easily dented, okay? You can just, lifting it with your finger. And you can take a brush with all these little foamy bits and clean that off as well. Once you glue it, it's pretty much going to be done. You could go back and cut through the glue and make a change if you wanted to, but wait to glue until you're fully completed. Okay. So then you'll cover your whole piece in glue. Then you'll let that dry 24 hours and then you'll be ready to paint on it. Let me show you a piece that has some paint on it. here's a piece that has some paint. And I'll do a painting demo here in a little bit of time. But now this area has been glued and it's a lot harder. This is a lot more easily dented than over here. So that's definitely something that you want to be aware of is gluing it and then painting over the glue. Okay, you can kind of tell the difference here. This area is not glued and this area is glued. And to me, it looks more like the paint has been kind of absorbed here. So it is better to seal the foam before you paint. Okay. Here's some other painting examples. We're going to talk about blending. We're going to talk about stippling. We're going to talk about dry brushing. And this is just a flat color. So those are some things that we're going to talk about next week during our Zoom. Okay, I think that is the whole process of foam. Remember, when you're carving, just like with soap, you want to definitely keep it rotating and make sure that you're looking at it from all sides. You don't want any flat sides on this piece, okay? Like I said, it's very messy. Work over something, don't touch your eyes, wear a mask. This project is very messy. However, I do think these projects come out really well. And you can see that in some of the student examples, how great they turn out. So be aware of that. I think they look really awesome at the end.